everybody. Welcome to the Down to Earth podcast. It's your boy, the Rebel from Rexdale, Impenetreble. And I'm here again with my great friend and co-host again. Thank you for coming back. Rita Pearl. Give her a round of applause, please.
Thank you for having me again. Thank you. It is really, truly an honor. Thank you. Thank you, Down to Earth podcast. I thank you guys.
All right. Well, we were getting into a nice, juicy topic that you did bring up just before we all came on. So let's continue, shall we?
Okay, so, we live in a little bit of a society where people are, everyone's trying to find the one they love, but people are becoming a little more open to other options in terms of broadening the pool of individuals that they would like to date. So my question I brought to the fellas today is, how old is too old when it comes to dating, and how young is too young? We need, from a male perspective, also from a female perspective. I wanted to kind of get into that, and we were getting into that.
Yeah. For me, it's definitely a touchy subject, but in regards to, the bracket of a man now, I have standards, of course, so this is what it's just based off from my perception. Once a man reaches a certain age in regards to after, I would say legal, 21 and all that stuff, you can't really be going younger for a while until you're much more older, say 28. Then you can still checking for someone that's 21. But I really don't know in regards to saying an age number. Okay. I'm looking at it more of is the person matching you maturely and also spiritually?
This is exactly the point.
In regards to finding that partner that you're seeking for.
That's right. I think as long as your goals are in line, the things you want are in line, you're both grown adults, neither of you are a minor, then I think my mind was different back in the day. Mm-hmm. I think it was called, they call it ageism, where you're just oh my God, no, that's too old. Oh my God, no, that's too young. And then you put yourself in this mind state, but you don't know who your partner is or who's out there for you. That person could be packaged a little older than you, could be much older, could be packaged a lot younger. Right. But if you guys are in the same mindset, same goals, everything, then there's so many people out there. I've seen so many gaps between relationships, but it seems that it works. And so, my mind's changed with that respect. However, I understand it is difficult, because then what if your son's girlfriend is close to your age as the mother? How do you feel about that? That's a whole other fucking situation. Right? So, and vice versa. What if your daughter's boyfriend is maybe 2 years younger than you? What you going, then how do you process that? Is that a problem? Or do you feel hey, you know what? It doesn't matter as long as this guy treats my daughter well and,
Yeah, because I can say that those situations are definitely funny to me, but I never ask. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because you see those type of situations out there, yes. Mm-hmm.
But you never think it can happen to you. You never really sit there and process, well, what if that happened to me?
I'd be oh, hell no. That's just not, nah, no.
So you would ban her. You would say to her, she can't be with him?
Not that. If it was my daughter now.
How old is your daughter now?
I don't even have a daughter. I only have my one son.
Okay.
Right. He's 20.
I'm a boy mom too.
All right. Uh-huh. Now, if my son said that now he's dating a woman that's near my age bracket.
Correct. How old is he now?
He's 20.
20. Okay. So let's just say let's say no. Okay.
That not gonna work. That is not up your alley, right?
No. No. Okay, let's just say he's not 20. Okay, let's say he's 30. Okay.
And it's a woman
And
again
the
now.
and the
near
woman's
my
and the
age.
woman's
Is Pop's
46.
age? Around Pop's age?
And the woman's 46.
And he's what?
He's 30.
But what's Pop's age then? Because what's the age bracket now between son and father?
Okay.
Is it
So
like 20 years, 18 years, 16? Because, yes, we did have a lot of them having like
yeah.
babies at a young stage
Yeah.
back in
yeah,
the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it matters in regards to now. I don't think they look at it too much because I've seen a lot of it being accepted
Yeah.
because they're like, if they get along and everything's
Listen,
all right.
I've met a few people, even clients, come in for treatment, like, and I like 45-year-old woman, her husband's like 67. You're just like, whoa, you know? How does that
45?
like 45
And
her
she's with a
husband's
60-year-old?
absolutely. And not even that, she was pregnant. It was a pregnancy massage.
Yeah?
So she was yes. He was
Wow.
he was his
Well,
we were working.
Smoked that
Okay,
one.
well, one
No,
thing.
I-
Oh, no,
that one is a shocker to my.
the thing is, it's a shocker to me because the man's
No.
the man, but the woman, I know that it's a biological clock, ain't it?
No. Stop. You see, that's that right there. You're perpetuating the bullshit right there.
I'm just asking.
Ah,
I don't
no,
know.
no,
Is
no.
it being
But think about what you're
perpetuating bullshit,
saying.
or is it
You're-
actually showing
You're
to certain thing?
listen. You have to understand. We are programmed for certain things.
Go on.
We're programmed that women are supposed to only have children up to a certain age. We're programmed that women can only have children up to a certain age. But that's not true.
Yes.
It's just not true. There's lots of women who are young who can't have kids. Like 20s can't have kids. Okay? Going through all the treatments, trying to get pregnant can't. And women who are in their 40s and 50s are popping babies out. This is what I'm saying. And not you have to understand too the attitude that we live the world we're living in now. A lot of women are really doing everything on their own. I mean, I'm saying that I'm not trying to, promote it. I'm just saying that's what it is. And so some of them just feel the need that, you know what, they're going to wait to have kids because they want to be ready. I was one of those
No.
parents. I didn't have my son like my girlfriends. A lot of my girlfriends did back in high school and college. They were getting pregnant in their 20s and like teens, right?
Okay.
I didn't have my son until I was in my 30s. So I already had my career that's what I did. I decided to get my career and then
Wanted to be more set.
I want to be more set, right? So
Well, that was your
and
path that you joined.
exactly. That's
and
my
it worked out
that's
that
my
way.
point. That's my point.
And it worked out
That
way,
is
'cause
my
sometimes
point.
it doesn't always work out that
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
even
that
though-
is
yeah.
true, but it doesn't matter. The point of the matter is what I'm saying is we all have our own. Like you're saying, we all have our own
Yeah.
own
exactly.
path. Now, like I'm saying, it could take you to someone who's exactly the same in the same era as you, born in the same generation as you, or it could take you to someone who's not. And then what are you going to do? You're going to say, well, no, I can't because that person's super young or super old. I don't know. I just think the energy is important. The vibes
So,
are important.
How would you
The connection
feel
is
then?
important.
That's true.
Yeah.
So how would you feel now, saying now your son gets to 30 years old
Right.
and he says that, Ma, I'm kind of interested
Oh,
in
wait.
this.
Before you do that, I just wanted to do a little shameless plug here. Can I just do a plug on these glasses?
Oh, my Bonnie Fox girl.
That's right.
Yes, I know.
I just wanted to shout
That's
out
my sister.
Bonnie Fox exclusives. I'm Impenetreble. He wears her glasses every time he's on the show. So today I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna pop mine today.
Yeah.
I'm pop mine for my girl. All
Left
right.
it back at home.
I'll be getting lots of comments on these. Let me tell you. So Bonnie Fox exclusives. Check her out on Instagram.
Definitely. That's my sister from town
Yeah.
out in the east. Bonnie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as I was asking now, regarding and how would you feel now if your son in his 30s came to you and said, Mom, after everything that I've been going through, I'm now interested in talking to a lady that's like 52 years old.
Right.
How would you feel?
It's fine.
Yeah?
He's a man. He's a man. Like, what am I gonna do? Tell him my son he can't, like, and you can't tell a big man he can't. He's gonna do it anyway, regardless.
True.
So here's what it is. maybe it might not be a good idea, but let me meet her first. Let me see what's popping with her first. Then I'm not gonna judge her based on what her age. I'm gonna judge her on whether I think she's
On
good for
character,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. And I give you my best advice, and then you decide. It's what that's what I
At the
think.
end
You,
of the
you
day,
make your
yeah.
bed, you lie in it. You know your decisions, right?
True enough, yeah.
But I'm here for you, right? We're just here as parents for our kids. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
if it was later on in life, like if my son was saying like, yeah, something like that to me, I would be like, listen, I've grown you to be the man of your own world right now. So it's your choice. If you're looking for my approval, as long as you're happy, that's the approval all I need. Right.
And who knows
So,
that and whoever that person is may grow on you over time. You may end up having a friend.
I
It
might
is what it
finally get
is.
that $1 that
I
I
know.
always wanted,
I
but it's with my
yeah.
son, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
thank you.
I know. I didn't. I only have a son too, but still blessing all the same. I love boys.
Yeah.
I love boys.
My
I
son's a
really do.
joy.
I don't.
Uh,
Yeah.
He
And I find boys so
definitely got me
easy.
to-
I mean,
I don't know about like easy. Well, I know that
my boy is easy.
my son's a good kid, so it hasn't really been like a struggle.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
So that's the greatest joy that I have right now is that my son is not really a struggle at all.
That's right.
So give
And
Most
that-
High all the blessings to that.
And
right
you
there.
you owe that to yourself as well because you are the principal reason why he is that person. You have to understand.
Well, he
that.
definitely has my traits.
I'm sure he does.
But yeah, it was definitely a changer for me, and I've always said that even before, like, I had my son. I was always like, the day that I become a father, it's not really about my life all that much anymore. It's about him and making sure that he lives a happy life for himself and being happy with the decisions that he makes for himself.
That's right.
I'm not trying to live off of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want to be supportive of what he's trying to do with his life and just know that I'm here for him when he needs it. That's
All right.
really the most that I can say is like a father at the end of it, now that he's at an age now to being like making those type of choices. But the one thing I've always told him is that every decision that you make or choices that you make, there's going to be success and then also consequences
Absolutely.
or sacrifices
Absolutely.
with those choices.
You're going to go through trials and tribulations. You're going to fall. You're going to make mistakes. But you have to just look at it as a process that you go through in life. I think that's the most important thing is that we have to sit down with our kids and have these kind of talks to explain to them and let them understand what to expect, especially in this world that we live in and what the realities are of this world and what to be careful of. Especially as young black men that they will be, our boys.
Well, that's why, like, I had my post up there earlier today. I realized that a lot of the masking that everyone tries to portray, even to their kids too as well, is about like a positive, be inspiring, being motivational. But we're not really talking to our kids about, all right, well, when things are not always positive, these are some of the things that can help you get through these situations.
Yeah, no, like it's be strong. Don't be be hard. Don't cry.
Don't don't
Yeah,
worry about
no.
feeling like you're gonna
Yeah,
break
no,
down.
you have to tell. I tell my son. I say to him, I'm like, it's okay to feel that way, but I need you to analyze that feeling. Why are you feeling that way? Number one. Number two, is it going to help you? Like what? How is that? What is that going to do for you? That feeling, right? Is it productive? Right? If it's not productive, if it's not an emergency, there's no reason for you need to kind of take a breath and kind of like figure out the solution. This is what it is. Every problem in this world has a solution, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember what my father taught me as a young boy. And I know that a lot of us young boys are going to go through this situation. One day I was getting frustrated and got mad. And punched my hand through the drywall. All right. So my father, before, back in the day as a Jamaican, you catch your lashings. But this time my father came and looked at me and he goes, so let me ask you something now. Who felt it more?
Yes. Yes.
You or the why?
Yes, yes, yes. Good question, Papa.
See,
Good question.
and my father looked at me and he goes, "You see, at them type of situations right there is where you now
Yes.
need to learn how to control your emotions
Exactly.
and analyze
It's not
what's going on."
exactly.
Yeah.
You can feel them. It's
Yeah, it's
okay.
not a
And that's
problem,
the
yeah.
problem. Too many of us tell them it's not okay to feel them, but it's okay to feel them. It's what you do with them.
How
What
you
is the
react.
end result
Yeah.
of those feelings?
And that's
you
what
know?
my father was teaching me
Yeah.
about, like having self power, where it's like, if you allow that anger or whatever it is to take control of you, you've lost yourself.
And I'm be real. I need work still on that.
A lot of us do.
I need work. I'm just trying to teach him not to be what I'm being. Truth. Listen.
No, my son already knows he can't go that route because he already knows who daddy is.
Yeah,
So,
my son knows exactly who I am. As I'm
I
saying,
don't
that's
front
why
to
I'm
him.
saying the only one who's been going that route is me.
Exactly.
But I mean, it doesn't make it right. We got to do better, right? We can't be like telling our kids like just like our parents did. They tell us don't do that, but I'm doing it. Right? Don't do it. No, just because you see mommy do it doesn't mean you should do it.
Hey, they gonna see.
Don't drink wine. Don't drink any wine. Sip on the wine. Sip on the wine at the same time.
Man, I was doing that from like 15 years old.
I don't think I
Damn,
had any.
wine coolers
I used to
and
have
everything like
no,
that back
I
in the
didn't.
day.
I just used to have sips of my mom's just like wine when she would have wine, and I don't think I started to actually drink until I was 21. To be honest, like officially drink until I
Yeah, it was
actually
more at
turned
like
legal
family
age.
socials where it was just
Yeah.
like the light alcohols at first.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I'm around at home.
Listen. Caribbean household is that's just the way it is, especially
Just a
especially
celebrate.
for the boys, because they're always trying to make the boys man quick. They want to make the boys and men quick in every way.
Man,
Listen.
first thing they
Do
do
you
is
know?
make sure we do a
Can we?
lot of
Yeah,
work.
because here's the thing. I have other males around me saying things like, "So does your son have any girlfriends?" And I'm like, "Girlfriends? He just turned 13. Like, well, you should keep him around some girls." And I'm like, he's got girls at school. Like he has, but his friends are mostly boys because he
the boys.
hangs out with his boys. He ain't interested in girls, right? And
I had that flex too when my son was
when they
13.
say that, it's because that's what it is. It's Caribbean men. That's
It's
what
the
you guys are.
change.
You
It's
guys
the
are.
transition.
Y'all are accustomed to. You go hang out with all the, your friends, and they have girlfriends, and they have girlfriends, and then before you know it, you're all playing doctor and dry humping in the closet. Don't act like you didn't. I know you did. We all did. All project kids in the 80s were dry humping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But me can't lie.
You remember the dry humping? Remember the dry humping behind
Man, they were even trying to stop it at the school dances when I wanted to do it at the school dances,
Listen to me.
okay?
Listen.
You couldn't even like brook wine upon that girl because they were just like, wait, it's getting a little bit too raunchy. You have the Caucasian teachers are running and just be like, rock it up, rock it up, rock it up.
I remember.
I'm just like,
we are the generation of
vibe.
the dry
We are
humping
the-
people. This is the generation of dry humping. We are the originators and creators. So, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how we grow up quick because we end up and my son has not been in those situations, and I did say to him, I had to warn him. I said to him, I just want you to understand that you're going to high school next year. And he goes, yeah, I know, Mom. And I said, so you're getting older. Your voice just dropped. You're getting taller. You're really becoming more cute as the days go by. And he goes, okay, so? And I'm like, still not, still clueless, right? I'm like, so babe, baby. Girls, I'm like,
the birds with the
I
bees
said,
talk a little
oh,
bit.
wait, let's not get into that. We did just recently. This just in. We did just a couple days ago, like a few days ago.
Okay.
Let me just say, I couldn't talk about everything. It's just,
I was gonna say, like,
because as a mother to talk to her
talk
boy,
to a boy and doing the birds and
it
the
was
bees talk.
all I know is
really curious
let's just
about,
say
like,
his
how
response
that went
was
down.
Mom, it's weird. It's
Yes.
nasty. No,
Thank
no,
you.
not the conversation with me. The act. Yeah. Which tells you he's not there yet. Here's what I'm trying to say. If your children aren't there yet, don't push them. It doesn't mean they're going to be gay. It just means it's not their time. Thank you.
Yo, I remember my interaction, and it was done by my mother too. And good Lord have mercy. Jah, give me strength, because my mother tried to have, like, I think the family around to have me sit down and have the talk. I think one of my aunties or something was
So
like
was all
that.
women for you too?
Almost like that, yeah. Inside the house, yeah.
So same awkwardness
yeah.
for you?
So my mother was trying to have me
Your
sit
face.
down, like, yeah, you didn't see how me are going already. Sure, okay. So she tries to have me, like, sit down and everything. Next thing you know, she slides up the condoms, and I'm just like, all right, time to get up. All right, you know what? We're going back go play the video game then. All right then, or I'm gonna go outside and play ball, man. All right, but
You were thinking. Well, so was
I'm
it?
like-
Wait, so was it that you weren't at that stage, or was it that you were at the stage and you were just incredibly uncomfortable having that top discussion with your mom?
Rotted and uncomfortable.
Okay. So I don't
Because
think
I was at the age, like,
Yeah.
into, like, going into grade 9, but I was already, like, into girls from already,
so
like,
you were already
elementary
in high school.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why he's not in high school. He's in middle school. So middle
so
school
what grade is that? Like,
that's
what?
grade 8. So he's in the last year. So he's
Of course they're gonna, like, start talking about that, because that's when we all had the prom, and it
Yeah,
was just
they're
like,
talking-
all right, so, like,
No, they've
who's your
been wait.
date?
First of all, they've been talking about it since grade 5. Let's just start there, okay? Okay, but I'm talking about
A little too early, aren't they?
yeah. Oh, yeah, of course, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was more. It was both. He's not there, and also he's like, Mom, it's hard for him to have this discussion with me, but listen, I'm all you got, baby.
Yeah.
I'm all you got right now. You know, I am mommy and I'm daddy too. And so I have to put on my daddy hat and have a talk with you. That's what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay, you don't like it, but you always gonna remember it. He's gonna appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure
It's
you
either
appreciate
gonna
it.
be
Do
a
you appreciate it?
No, I did appreciate it still that she cared.
Yes, even through the trauma, you still appreciate it.
It's not trauma. It was just, as I said, very much uncomfortable to be, like,
Yeah.
having that discussion when it's
Yeah.
more.
But yeah.
Like, I got to understand, like, from a woman's perspective.
But how
what
you
she
think
was
you
telling
got
me.
here? I mean,
Yeah,
y'all gotta
I
think
know.
about it
Yeah.
that way, right?
That's why I may have sense. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting back to it, it's just like, yeah, it was uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, like, you just show the appreciation from your mother, just showing that she cares and knowing that you may not be seeing this now, but I see it for you, baby.
Exactly.
Right,
And
so
all you're
there's
trying to
nothing wrong
do
with it.
is all she's trying to do is keep you safe, because that's
Yeah.
really all it was about. It's about keeping your children safe and giving them the knowledge yourself, not allowing
Yeah,
the
and they were trying to
system
spread out
to
that
come in
fear-mongering about the
and
AIDS
tell
thing.
them stuff that if you never talk to your children about these things, they're going to raise your children and and pump them full of whatever they want your children to absorb. And that's the problem. Let's be parents. Let's get back to parenting, people. Like, stop with the lazy shit. I know you gotta work and you got busy schedules, but take some freaking time and figure out what the hell is going on with your kids. Why are they all on social media twerking their ass off? We're half naked, talking about their booty holes and the color of their parts. Like, I'm tired. Can we talk about, like, what happened to music? Like, everything is sex, or devil work or confused people. Like, help me.
The game is all about keeping people confused, literally, and confused in letting your feelings have more control over your logical thinking. Is what I've now come to see in regards to this world. Like, yes, as we said earlier before, you're allowed to your feelings, but how you're reacting now to a lot of it, to me, there's a lot of confusion from it. And that wasn't really kind of like the thing back in the day, because back in the day, you stuck to the code, both on a women's level and also with the men. And I find like the code has been, how would you say, saturated to not really the strong ethics of back in the day, which should still somewhat be the foundation, but it's still expanding to being a better person to today's society, right? But without really losing out too much in regards to giving in to the feelings, when everybody's entitled to your feelings. How you're reacting, again, it's like, come on now. You know, like, toughen up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's getting too much where it's like, okay, all right, we'll baby it more.
Yeah.
All because maybe you never got that more attention as a child or something like that, which I feel does trickle down in everyone's parenting skills. So I feel that's where it literally starts.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
Let's see. What was so good out there and juicy to talk about? Especially now after Ablia's up and we had such a nice, good, deep conversation about like this whole parenthood and everything like that. I'm now stumble blocked right now.
Yeah, me
So-
too.
Let's see.
I mean, I brought a topic, so I'm like, I'm out now. I'm trying to think.
Definitely.
I'm
You did.
trying to think of something else right now. I'm sure there is something else, but
Definitely.
there's always something else.
Well, we definitely deserve it.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, we were talking about music, like the state of music right now. What's your take on that?
What is the hold on. What is the influential state of music on the young mind?
Oh my gosh. Well, we already know that we're, like I said, from the day we're born, it's programming, right? So we, a lot of.
How about today's mind? Like how we have this social media and everything like that.
Oh, yeah. The end game is that everyone is mindless, right?
So you're saying the smartphone made people mindless?
Make them dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seen.
Right. The whole purpose is that prior to the cell phone era, we were we were able to look up our own information through a book.
And more communication.
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
the
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen,
I definitely have a
we
nice
were
time.
writing letters.
Yeah.
Writing letters,
yeah.
like I had a pen pal in Australia when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like things like that. Wow. You wanted wanted to talk to someone, you go and see them yourself, or you get on the damn rotary home phone
That's right.
and call them to talk to them.
Oh yeah.
You understand? Like when you wanted to hang out with your friends, you went outside and played with them.
That's right.
You didn't play Roblox or right or Minecraft. and that was your fun. That was so
Back to the music part, though, what I wanted to have a topic on is, have you noticed that the lifespan of the artists have gotten shorter in regards to them have to be putting out music in regards to staying relevant? Because I was having this discussion earlier where, remember how back in the day, if someone had dropped an album that album could at least last like maybe a good 2-3 years before the artist would drop then another album.
Yeah, because we have microwave music now. It's
I
microwave
agree.
music.
Yeah.
You just pop it in and then pop it right back
Back
out,
out.
and then the same next artist, same thing, out. And most of these artists look the same, sound the same, dance the same. It's just it's all the same messaging. Nobody's got anything of substance to really talk about, and the ones who do have substance are the ones that they don't give them the opportunity.
Yeah, the system is set up.
That's why we have so many
that.
underground and underrated artists out there that are really doing the work, but unfortunately aren't going to get the exposure that they would need because they're not with the program. They're
Of
not
course, of
going
the
to
system,
they're
yeah.
right. They're not going to buy into the cult that is the music industry. They're not going to buy into sacrificing a family member. They're not going to buy into having to do things that they don't want to do just to get a contract or any contract. You understand? So, we it's a very dark part of the industry, and I think it's become more and more dark as the years have gone on. And I think you have to be really of strong mind to be able to watch things and break it down like yourself and be able to see it for what it is. Because the problem is we're not seeing shit for what it is. We just seeing things because it looks good or it looks cute or
Perception is
perception.
So
Oh
nice.
yeah, and then you accept it, and then you accept it, and not only do you accept it, then you want to emulate that shit, right?
Yep.
I gotta look like that girl. I gotta go get a BBL now.
No,
I gotta
a few
get
can
a
get there.
breast lift, and I
It's
gotta.
just only a few. It's not going to be as many as they want to hope to actually be there that way. But a few will get there, living that type of lifestyle as they portray. But
Yeah.
not many.
Yeah, and I get it. Sometimes for as long as I've been alive, sex sells,
Damn right it does.
right?
Well,
Like
it's been
okay,
a-
let's talk
sex sells even before your
let's talk
life.
about controversial artists from back in the day.
Go
Like
on.
I remember you're gonna remember right away. 2 Live Crew,
Oh, I remember that.
Oh man, what?
2 Live Crew,
They
nasty
was my
as they want to be.
boys. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was controversial,
Yeah.
right? But you see, the thing is, when you break
Ooh,
ground,
Memories.
yes. But think about it though. Think about it this way: everything we do
boy, them
has
albums
as you said, has an
Has a reaction. Yeah.
everything that you do. There's like a chain reaction of events that occur and progress over time. So you have to think about things like that. Even before them, look at Rick James, look at Prince, look at all these artists
Breaking barriers,
that
yeah.
were out, Teddy Pendergrass, all these artists that were out breaking barriers and making it okay to talk about love and to talk about sex. Look, reggae music is a good example as well. But again, there was something different with the music and the lyrics from back then compared to now. Like now, okay, there was more innuendo, right? They would back
more
then in
code.
songs, innuendo was code. Like they would be like,
Yeah.
I want to lay you down and caress your body, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Not
Like
not
love
not
talking.
not I want to get you into bed and take you from the back, like.
Take that.
I'm just sorry, like
Yeah.
or like this new song, "My Pussy Pink, My Booty Hole Brown." Like, who's singing?
What?
Yeah, she's right.
Oh,
There's a
Lord.
song called "Pound Town," okay, by this rapper Sexy Red,
Yeah.
and that's the song, and that's one of the lyrics. Like,
Lord
this is where we are.
mercy.
This is what it has come to, sir.
Ja.
Yes, this is madness. It's madness.
First from the thong song from what's his name
Cisco.
to all this now.
What do you mean? when
'Cause I even remember when
wait,
Alkaline
I
was
blame
like,
Mad Cobra
"Go on,
because
put
who
my
told
palm
him?
in your
Who
vagina."
told Mad Cobra to sing "Girl Flex"? Time to have sex. Who
Time to
told
have
him?
sex.
Right. So think about it. It's our fault. We actually have to blame our damn self. Because,
Yo, that was how big we
but
keep
that was
chewing
a-
those.
but that's why these kids
though.
now think it's good.
How much
It's okay.
Y'all me get to that dance floor off of that chewing there.
And the bubbling.
And I bubble on that high me.
You know?
Yo, sweetness. Nah, like, yo, memories.
Right?
Alright, yeah, man.
Right? Or what was that song by what's it called? By Buju. You know all those damn songs during Pepper Seed time, during Butterfly time.
Oh boy.
There was so much wait. Okay, I blame Lady Saw. Okay? What do you mean hold it and fuck it? What song? What song? You know, remember the song? Rum. You know the song I'm talking? Okay, you think me done? That's the song. Yeah, that one. Yeah, she was well, God bless her. She is no longer in that anymore. She is for the Lord. Yes, and wonderful that she is.
Yes.
But back then she was a those are the original bad baddies. Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand? Patra, next body.
Oh gosh.
A romantic call.
Yes. So all of these women were like the trailblazers, and that's why we can get into
Even
even
Salt and
rap.
Pepper.
Let's get into Salt and Pepper. Of course,
it.
all of them.
Shit real.
Oh yeah, right.
What a man, what a man.
Yeah. What a mighty good man. Yeah.
And the video, oh good Lord, did they ever went.
What do you mean? I love Nissan Salt and Pepper.
In fact, I saw them perform live.
Did you?
Yep.
Nice.
A few years ago.
Yeah.
Nice.
See? But that's what I'm saying. But we went from that to this. And I'm just like, oh, why? Why?
Because sex is what it is right
You know,
now.
I mean,
It's
but
all
we
over
don't
the
need to
place,
talk
man.
about your WAP. Like, I don't care about your wet ass. You know what I'm talking about. I don't care about it. Like, why do we need to talk? Like, we know that it gets wet, but why do we need to hear it in a song? Help me out, please, somebody.
I don't know.
I
didn't
am
wanna hear
having
it
the
in no damn
problem to
song.
understand why it's happening.
Lucy, I do not understand. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
the most ridiculous thing now that it's like being thrown out there, and it's like, are they in a competition now
Yeah.
with the confused people, them, aka the LGB community, about like who can put out the shit more raunchier, like the heterosexuals? Or
No, but
the-
you're not understanding. It's
Like,
not
to me,
about
it's kinda
that,
a
really.
joke.
In the end,
I'm saying that as a joke.
yeah,
but
I know,
yeah.
I know. But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about how this is affecting the masses because almost every artist is about the same thing.
Yeah,
We're not talking about
basically.
females only. We're talking about
Yeah.
the men too.
Yeah.
Because the men are pushing so much crap too. So of course, sex, violence. You know, every gun talk all the time. Still, you know. Okay, yes. You know what? Again, our fault. Look. Okay, let's talk about it. Our fault. NWA. It's our fault. Okay. I'm just saying, every progression is obviously going to be influenced by the
worse.
generation before. So,
Yeah,
can I really
Try to
get
step
angry
up.
that this has happened? No, not really. This probably makes sense. I mean, it just makes sense that this is the way it
Sad.
is. It's
But
sad.
yeah,
Very
it's
sad.
definitely sad.
Very sad. And I blame us. Like I said, what were we
I've
doing?
always said it like to blame us. Like that's
What were
why
we
I said,
doing?
like, yeah.
What did we do? What have we done? You know when this problem began? When those damn chat rooms started. Once those chat rooms started back in college, it was a wrap. Come on, you remember.
Those MSN
The chat room,
rooms.
the chat room started. Then it was Black Planet. It was MySpace. It was that's where it all started. And Facebook then came after. Like what? You understand? And I saw it. I could see it.
BlackBerry
I saw it.
BBM was the one wave that I saw where it was just like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Was just the connection without having the person's phone number, and it was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
This game's now gone different. Like, mans them were like, yo, did you get the BBM? Yo, did you get their BBM?
Whoa.
Yo, did you get a BBM? The game
I
was
remember when I had two
stupid
pagers.
Done when, like, yeah.
I
Oh,
had
pagers?
Pagers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Two of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
pagers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pagers? Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then I would get
The
I would
moving
get
days,
beeped,
yeah.
and then I have to go to a payphone
No,
and put a quarter in and call whoever
I
called me.
got tired of that. I had the Motorola and the pager.
Whatever,
I'm saying?
whatever.
Yeah, man.
I was so hating on y'all.
And then after that, when I saw that call display was on the thing, I went, what the hell many of this pager for? Charles.
See, that's what happened. That's how pagers became obsolete.
I had
Once
call display.
that was it.
day
We can see the
one.
phone number now on our cell phones. That was it. We don't need those pagers anymore.
Yo, pagers was like a wicked flex.
What do you mean?
Wicked flex.
Especially for drug dealers. Let's be real. How many regins you have? Ah!
But no, for real.
Ghostbusters, I got one.
Yeah. Let's see if they can come try to catch me now. All right. But anyways, no, it was the wickedest flex, man. Like honestly, the ghost pages were like,
Oh, it wasn't only ghost pages, the ghost phone. Oh my.
yo, when those came in, oh
Remember
man.
this? We didn't get called wide like now, all right? So
Yeah.
you wanted to call the states, like it cost. So it's like
It was
okay,
money. I
get
remember
the
that.
burner phone,
Yeah, the
yo.
burner phone, yo. Those are the flex days, yo. Those were so sweet. I can't
Yeah.
even lie. Cause now everything
Hey,
is just,
hey. Back to the dry humping. Do y'all remember basement parties?
oh
Yeah,
man.
Remember?
I know what you mean. I
You
hosted
remember?
one.
So what do you mean? My 21st birthday was a beat the furnace party.
No, straight up.
Yes.
One of my brethrens had it when I was back in Brampton. My boy Lucky, a next boy named Lucky. I have two brethrens named Lucky. So good. Uno now, I don't really know. But he threw one of the wickedest basement parties, and I think it was just about maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh.
And all of us are in our, late
Yeah,
30s,
yeah, yeah.
40s.
So you're all kind of like a reunion.
What?
Oh.
Yo, everybody a bubble, everybody
Oh,
a
I
dance.
love it. See?
Like the whole
That's
thing
what
was
we love.
so sweet.
Take
like,
it back to the old school.
Yo, and because we all knew each other and everything like that, like the vibe was so nice. The neighborhood was just like, yeah, but everything was down in the basement.
Yeah.
No bother to nobody. Yo.
Listen,
Like
a real.
kinda
Yes, exactly,
you got
exactly.
everything
And I
back
remember
then,
my
man.
dad coming down and cussing because someone was beating the furnace while the DJ was running the tune, and the tune was sweet. So, and my dad came down and exactly like the video, came down and said, "Yo, stop beating the furnace." Okay, and I had to stop. I had to stop mid dry hump. Go, okay, daddy. I want
That's
you to
when
see
the
me."
party started going out to the clubs. Literally after that, the vibe had to change because nobody wanted to have a basement party again
Yeah,
because of the beating of like the furnace because
yeah.
nobody like the cleanup, bruh. Ooh.
Fuck this. I'm not having this again.
Bruh.
Because remember this. Because remember the ones who don't live there or whatnot, right? They don't have to stay and clean up.
Clean up,
All right,
nothing.
then later,
Yo, and I used to have some of the sweetest barbecue summertime parties, like crazy. Like all the family would come around to the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
All friends, cousins like that.
And it's so great when you
DJ.
live in. I used to live in Metro Housing. I don't know about you, but I lived in Metro Housing. I lived in Glendower, so I was there as a child. So
Glendower
you
days,
imagine
there
I went
from,
to
like,
school
yeah.
behind the neighborhood, so I had a lot of friends around the neighborhood. So when my sister and I would have birthdays,
there
we
in
would have
Glendower.
joint. You were there?
I was down in Glendower because my grandmother, my uncles, my aunties, I was part of Glendower days. Yes,
What years were you in Glendower?
I am 77, so I was definitely there from like time.
Are you joking?
Nope.
When did you leave the neighborhood?
It's when I moved into Rexdale with my father, maybe at around 3 years old, 4, but I was always visiting, going back. My uncle would always
Okay,
grab
so
me.
you're only there for the first 4 years. Okay, so
Yeah.
I was there till I was 13, but I was a baby when I was
Okay.
when I was there.
I was always around
Yeah.
there.
And then I moved out and I went back because I started dating another guy in the neighborhood. You always go back to your old
on the
hood.
east side. For me, on the east side, I was definitely like Glendower, Galloway,
Yeah,
Malvern.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was. I had friends in Chester Lee.
Okay.
I had friends in Allenbury.
Yep. Got some connections to it more now.
Yeah.
All Scarberia, eh?
Yeah, yo, Scarborough,
I got
Scarborough.
connections east and west.
Yeah,
I'm good.
actually, but I moved from there to North York. So then I moved to Willow Tree. You know Tree?
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
Willow
yeah,
Tree
yeah,
area.
Willow
I
Tree.
was in
know
yeah,
that.
I was in Tree for another 10 years or so, from like 88 until about 99. I was in Tree. So yeah. Yeah, man, those are the
Proper thing.
days.
Yo, those days were so sweet, yo.
They were honestly the best. And let me tell you something. Just because they were sweet, we really should be doing things like events, more events. We should be coming together, especially in the community, and doing events like that bring us back to where we used to be. Because you got to think about it, right? A lot of us lost ourselves, especially during this whole pandemic bullshit. Okay?
I feel like a lot of us have even lost ourselves just trying to like do better and being better and forgetting about like, well, remember the times when we didn't have that much, but we
That's
had
right.
a good time?
That's right.
Can we do one of those
We
again?
can do it. What you know?
You know
what?
what I mean?
We
but
should
everybody's
just.
always trying to like up the next one.
No,
Well,
we need
let's
to-
be here at this spot. And I'm just like,
You and I need to do a basement jam. How about that?
I know what y'all are kind
need
of trying to say. Like, if it was up to me, if I could trade everything back, all this social media, all this tech, everything that I have right now,
I give it
honest,
back.
I'll give it all back just to have
Yeah.
one day. One day.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
One day.
One day.
I
Yo,
want it
well,
back.
Let me tell you.
yo, you can't have it all, but just to have one
Just
day, moment in
one
time.
day.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? We all have core memories. I'm sure there's a core memory for you that
Oh,
you're
for
like, I would
sure.
go back to that
It-
moment for
like,
sure. Me
well,
too.
you mentioned the 90s. So the 90s for me was the best times. for me.
Mine too.
Straight.
I'm
Because
a 90s
because at the
girl.
same time you weren't too young, but
That's
you're
right.
not too old.
Ooh, what you
so
mean? I was in my
you're-
20s. I was
like I said, you're at the time of your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And music and the vibes are gone in. Tech was gone.
What do you
too.
mean? And
you know what I mean?
you were young. Your body was looking
Yo.
good.
Yo,
Yeah,
I know say it has nothing to do with it, but straight up, Nintendo, Sega, and all them things they were popping
What
good.
do you mean?
You know what I mean? Compared to
We
the
we
now,
were a Super Nintendo family. Super Nintendo and Nintendo, the original Nintendo.
real
original
challenging
Nintendo.
games.
Yeah, original.
People really
So-
Having
challenging.
like the 4-player thing
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do Super Spike V-Ball
Yeah.
and other games. But
Oh,
when Mario Kart came out on Super Nintendo,
So let me ask you this: was it like, I don't know? Some people it was about the like to me it wasn't really about the graphics. To be honest with you, it was all about just having the interaction that I could play with others, and anytime and all that.
Yeah.
Knowing the
Yeah.
fact that I could be spending the time and being competitive about it.
that's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Actually, for me, it was the graphics. I am very big on okay, and I'll tell you why. For example, Street Fighter. Street Fighter is one of my favorite games.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
God, boy.
And I just saw on my Instagram feed, and I almost had a heart attack. And I'm telling you, just to give you guys a gravity, I am a cartoon superhero type of mom, type of person. Period. I mean,
Seems like
even
we're gonna
before
have
my
that.
kid. My kid. The reason my kid likes anime is because of me. I introduced my kid to Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so there's things that it's just me. So, what was I
mean,
saying?
you're gonna need to be on.
We're
their
gonna have to
podcast
have
with
you
their
on a
heroes and
superhero.
villains.
Yeah.
and
So,
villains one of these days.
So yeah, we can.
Anti-hero,
No,
yeah.
but you have to see I wish I could find it. There on my feed. They have upgraded the graphics on each character on Street Fighter, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed with the graphics.
Yo,
Because
Street
if you think about
Fighter,
the old graphics is pretty pixelated and it was very unclear.
you know how much money me lose to Street Fighter because it was in the arcade.
So wait a minute. You used
Remember
to-
back in the day, you used to
Yeah,
go to
the
the
arcade.
arcade
Yeah.
and lose enough quarters to
hold on,
learn
hold on.
how to. Be,
So yeah,
so who was your player?
so it'd be
Oh,
like
yeah,
you
good
put
question.
you put the money right, and it's like so if you win right, so it's like if you lose, it depends on how you work it out, right?
Yeah, if you won, that means the next person has to put in a quarter and take on the challenge to beat you. But you kept on going and going. That's what it was for
That's
the
what I
verses.
loved about it, eh?
That
Because
was the wickedest
because
thing about
that
it, yo.
really tested your skills.
Skill level, yeah.
Because it's like, yo, I still stay on here with the one quarter me, you know, me.
I
you
like those
guys
kind of
kept on
games.
coming and
Yo,
coming
Yeah.
and
the
playing
amount
that.
of dudes that would like skip high school to be at the arcade
I remember that.
for that.
Oh my gosh,
alone.
just for that, yeah.
That's one of the reasons why.
But that
one
wasn't
of the
only. That
reasons
wasn't the
why-
only one.
One of the reasons why they took out arcades. You know the other reason why they took out arcades.
Why?
Oh, you don't know?
No, I don't know everything.
I can't remember. right
Yo,
now.
it was the place for the drug dealers to
Oh.
get together there and the transitions be
Oh,
going
the
in there
transactions,
and all of them
okay.
thing there because they know that the young people are gonna be there anyway.
Okay, I got
You know what
you.
I'm saying? So that's one of the number one reasons why they took it out.
'Kay.
And then after, video
Okay.
consoles came into play and all of that, so they
Yeah.
seen it was deading off anyway.
Who's
You
your
know what I mean?
favorite? Who's your favorite character on to play on Street Fighter?
On Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Shoot. Damn,
Who's
that's
the one that had you keeping your quarter the longest?
that's a good question, man. There was
'Cause
so
I have my top three.
I
I
have
still
my
remember
top two.
I still remember Street Fighter Part 1.
Yeah, me too.
I still remember that.
Yeah. But when Street Fighter 2 came out, it was on our next level.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The whole 6 buttons.
Well, at the same time Mortal Kombat came out too.
Oh, I was gonna talk about Mortal Kombat because I love that game too. I didn't really enjoy a lot of the
Sequels.
it's a lot of gore. I think it was too much gore for me back then. But
Man,
now
that was the best damn part.
okay,
where
I
y'all
know,
tried to cop
but no, but
for-
that was
yeah.
mostly y'all
No,
boys.
but-
Y'all
but
boys
you
were
see
going
now,
crazy for that
they
gore.
made-
Wait.
They made Mortal Kombat.
What it
because-
is.
No. They made Street Fighter because it was the PG. Sorry to interrupt you.
That's what
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, for you, what you're saying, the gore now, they made it for us, for the man them,
For the
because
man
they,
them, yeah,
because they were
'cause we're
saying,
like, yo.
we need a little gore here.
We need
You
a
know what
look
I
on
mean?
board.
But I
But remember
understand what
also
you're
too, at
saying.
that time, we were growing up at a time where we were seeing a lot of those
Oh, no, I-
vigilante like movies and
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah,
I
that was
appreciate
when-
it.
So-
I actually don't bother me. It doesn't bother me anymore. And I love the game. Like, I mean, I would still play the game because like there were certain characters I love to play, right?
But y'all still never answered the question.
Yeah,
man.
we're
Now
still-
get
we're
back
still
to
on
the
Street
Answer
Fighter.
my question. Who is your player on Street Fighter?
Shoot, I
Give
had a
me
few
your
of them,
top
man.
3.
I would have to say Blanca was one of them because I loved shocking
Oh, I
out
love
the
Blanca.
blood
Blanca
clot at
was
the
one,
people,
all
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Blanca was one of them straight, and then after what else? The one with the mask, the Spanish one there. You know what I mean? He had the little claw there.
Scorpion.
No, on Street Fighter.
Street
Vega.
Fighter.
Oh, Street
Vega.
Fighter.
Vega,
Oh.
yeah.
It was Vega.
Oh, okay,
Vega, I like
Vega.
The
I-
Spanish one that
Yeah,
was like,
I
up on
remember
the wall.
the Conquistador.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Vega.
him
Okay,
too.
you like Vega.
Yeah, Vega.
So Blanca and Vega.
And
One more.
One more. The one was the one more. It was the shoot the. He almost looks like one of them, but he's like the bad one there. Shoot, he looks like one of the fighters there, Ryu or Ken, but he's not.
The dark
The
dude?
dark one there.
Jax.
Oh,
Jax.
no,
Not
not
Jax.
Jax.
No.
Akuna or something like that?
Akuma. That's
Akuma.
it, Akuma.
Oh, wait, but is that the original one?
Not from the original one.
Are
From
we
the
talking
number
original,
2.
my friend? Can we get to the original? Because these new characters, I don't play with them. I don't care about the new characters.
All right,
I'm talking
so-
about the first Street Fighter. Give me 3
The
that
first
you like.
Street Fighter 2. For me, the ones that I was using, Blanca.
Yep.
I was using Ryu because he was a bit more quicker.
Yeah.
And at first, when I got onto the arcade, I was using Guild, the American guy
Oh, yeah.
with the sonic boom.
Oh, Guile.
Guile.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say
Guile,
Guile.
yeah.
Yeah. Guile, the army guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, of course, I would not be a Street Fighter fan if I did not say Chun-Li. So
She was
Chun-Li,
dope, though,
Chun-Li's
yeah.
always my top. The other two for me are E Honda.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, with the hand
The
slap
sumo
and
wrestler?
the sumo wrestler. Yeah.
and Dalsim.
Oh yeah. The
Dalsim
Oh,
with
Dawson with the long arms.
Dalsim's
and
badass
the
to me.
landscape.
Nobody can screw with Dalsim. Sorry.
If you knew how to use them very well,
Yeah, I used to
But-
be able to cheat easily with Dalsim.
And then after you do that,
Oh, if you were
walk like
asking me
an-
who I was using out of
walk
those
like an
top round
Egyptian.
people,
Yeah.
my guy that I always ran to was Saget.
Oh yeah, Saget.
yeah, I remember
I
Yeah,
knew how to
everybody
use
runs
that
Saget. Sagit's
guy
huge.
So good, yo.
He's huge. The guy's huge.
I would tiger, up, down. Try to jump, you can't jump. Try to crouch down, I got you again. Like, yo, there's tiger all over the damn place, and then tiger uppercut in your asshole.
Okay, Mortal Kombat top 2.
Oh, Mortal Kombat, the only one that I use, Scorpion.
I like Scorpion. Get over here, right?
Yeah,
That's Scorpion.
I think it was Scorpion, and then somebody tried to tell me to use, what was it, Kane or something? Is it Kane? No. Kano or something?
Kano. Yeah, there's a
Kano,
Kano. Yeah. What about you?
Damn, man, that's a real big one because there's so many of them, man. Oh, Raiden.
Of course, classic.
Oh,
You cannot
classic.
have Mortal Kombat without Raiden.
Raiden.
If Raiden wasn't there, it's not Mortal Kombat. I can tell you
Raiden
that.
and Scorpion were my
Raiden is top on top for sure.
Raiden was always the bad one. Yeah.
For sure.
Anybody
The
who knew how to use Raiden
magician.
was
The
just like,
magician.
wow.
The magician who could change into anybody. What's his name?
I don't remember. Is he from the original? Because if he's not, from
Yeah,
the-
he is. What's his name? I forget it.
Because I know there was
Shao
Sub-Zero.
Tsung.
Sorry, that's.
Is it Shao
Oh, Shang
Shang Tsung?
Yeah, Shang Tsung. Yeah, I know Shang. I like him too.
Okay.
He's good. But I think, I think Raiden would have been my top. I guess. I like Sub-Zero as well. But then of course I had to think about the females again. So Kitana would probably
Did
be.
you watch any of the Mortal Kombat movies?
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't. I watched like there was one. I think there's one recently. I didn't catch that one, but the one before that I caught. There was one made before. That, I'm not a big fan of
What do you think of the original one?
The first Mortal Kombat movie?
the live action you're talking. I know. It's obviously, honestly, I have to be honest. If it's not memorable, it wasn't that good. If I don't remember it, it wasn't good. That's as far as I'm concerned.
I honestly
can't say
wasn't
I
really so
remember it as
interested
being
because Mortal
memorable.
Kombat wasn't really a video game that I was interested in, so I didn't really even want to like go to the movie to even like even watch it. So I took a bypass. I know with like Transformers, I wanted to, but in regards to like the video games or the fighting stuff that was going on that they made, I'm still kind of hoping that they do a remake of Killer Instinct.
Oh
Yeah, I remember that game.
That game was, whew, and I used Jago like crazy in that one.
Wow.
Man, we touched on a lot of stuff here.
Yeah,
today,
we've been going at it for a while now.
It's like we're coming near to a conclusion here.
Are we coming to the end of the show? And now it's time to say goodbye to all our company.
Thank you again for tuning in, everybody,
know.
watching it. Hopefully everything was like a great
Down
insight
to
to y'all.
earth.
Yes.
Down to earth.
Please,
See you
everybody,
soon.
please subscribe to all the channels.
Podcast.
You don't know
Why?
Ready,
Because we
done.
like you.
That's
where
right.
we go.
And Rita, thank you again
You're
for
welcome.
being here.
You're welcome.
Definitely appreciate
Bye,
it.
guys.
Thank
It
you.
was
So yeah, this is now going to
Liddy
most
as
likely be a
usual.
regular now. So
Yes.
she's the co-host. All right.
I don't mind.
All right.
We'll see you next time, guys.
Before we go, this is the far right samurai. Oh, this is the Rastafari samurai. Never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. Till next time.